Hey guys, Justin here. Welcome to episode 2 of Light Rail Stops series. After we did Tin Shui Ferry Pier Terminus, now we're here at another terminus which also, I believe, needs some further exploring and walkthrough. This is Tin Yat Light Rail Stop. Tin Yat is one of the MTR light rail stops located at ground level at the center of Tin Shui Road and Tin Sao Road in Tin Shui Wai, Yuen Long District. It began service on December 7th, 2003 and belongs to Zone 5A of the light rail single ride ticket system. It is located in the district, in the precinct of Tin Shui Wai North, far away from Tin Shui Wai Station. Hence, it is served by many light rail services to connect the station or further areas in Yuen Long. Located adjacent to it is Tin Yat Estate, of course, and also we have Tin Hang, Tin Fu Court, and also Chung Fu Court, with also Tin Yan Estate across the street. Actually, no, Tin Yan Estate is down there, sorry. Tin Chak Estate, and we also have Tin Hang Estate back there, here at Tin Yat. Tin Yat stop features 5 platforms, with platform 3 being the reserved platform. There's also another light rail customer service center located at this stop. This stop is located in the middle of the housing estate, connected with footbridges and also crossings to actually get people to the nearby estates and housing courts. And surprisingly, the light rail customer service center is active today. That's pretty cool. You see multiple footbridges there to get you across the streets. And here is the reserved platform 3 with a phase 4 double car lying on it right now. Tin Yat is the terminus of routes 751 and 761P, which travels from Tin Yat to Yao Oi in Tuen Mun via Siu Hong and Tuen Mun stations, and also for 761P it travels from here to Yuen Long Station via the Yuen Long main town. 761P is the highest frequency out of all light rail services, with a frequency around 5 to 7 minutes per train, I think. That's my thinking process. And also it is served by Tin Shui Wai Circulars 705 and 706. Alright, here we are. That is a really hard speech to think because Silang is here, and the first paragraph was read from Wikipedia, and then everything else was my own thinking process to try to make it like a reasonable length of scripts. But here we are at Tin Yat, and it is featured like this. This is the terminating side, with platform 1 is for 751, I think. Yes. Platform 1 is 751 towards Yao Oi direction, which is in Tuen Mun, right next to town center. And also platform 2 is for 761P, which is going to Yuen Long Town Center, Yuen Long Station via the town, and also Tong Fong Chun and Pingshan. That's the highest frequency. While we have platform 4, which is servicing 705 Tin Shui Wai anti-clockwise circular, and 706 on platform 5. For Tin Shui Wai Circular clockwise direction, as well as 751 and 761P will also stop at platform 5 before it makes its way around the bend to terminate at its own platform. There are a lot of multiple nice spotting spots around this area, so that's why we're going to go through and do some nice spotting around. But let's go and walk through the platforms real fast. We'll do the main street platform first, with a 705 phase 4 driving around into the platform right now. There is one unique feature with 705 is that actually it is prohibited to use phase 1 because of that turn from Tin Yu to Tin Shui Wai. That left turn into the station is actually too tight for phase 1 trains to use, so that's why they never run phase 1 for 705, unless one time there was like a signal failure between Tin Wing, I think between Tin Wing and also Tin Shui Wai Station, that actually the 705, 706 need to run to Hang Mei Chun, not into Tin Shui Wai Station to terminate. Ended of that day, they are running phase 1705. That's like the only day that happened. Someone actually filmed that video as well and posted, so you can check that out. So here is that one, and then we actually have Tin Hang stop, which is just down the road for the circulars. Really nice stop, really appreciate this one. It's a pretty cool area as well with a lot of platforms. Let's go ahead and walk down here. And you can see this is again the feature that's actually unique for light rail. Once again, this is the big U-turn roundabout for the light rail to turn back and terminate at their own platforms, because they only have one driver's cabin and they cannot do straight back transfer. So that's why, since they goes from there, 751761P will stop there for just quick drop off, act like a drop off platform, do the U-turn and turns into their own platform. There's this pathway here in the middle here. We can go ahead and transfer and go straight across to the outside platform where we can check out the other routes. Whether we're gonna get now, there's also one more route that we need to take a, which is actually the 751P, which is actually just a rush hour route running as a short 751 between Tin Yat and Tin Shui Wai station for a fast connection, which the stops are the exact same as the 751. It's just a shorter version. Here's 761P and there's 751 with the two platforms on the side. And there are some of the branches of the tracks. And there you guys go. Really nice little area for really big round spots there that you can actually go ahead and see the stuff driving in and also out whenever needed for the services. Now I actually don't know whether I think 751P also just used the 751 platform, which is kind of weird that they actually have the reserve platform but they don't use that for the 751P. But during early morning rush hours and when they're ending, there should be trains actually driving into platform 3 for terminating as well. And all of that stuff. There are like literally no trains right now, which is really weird considering Tin Yat is a big hub area around this Tin Shui Wai area. But yeah, there you guys have it. Tin Yat stop up here in Tin Shui Wai. Really, really important little transit stop there. Alright, so this is not a very very like detailed walkthrough because it's just a stop on the ground level, but I just want to feature a little bit more stops before this series is over. This is the 2 stations that I've got this time. If you guys think that there are actually any more stations that actually requires further attention on the light rail system, make sure you request them and leave them in the comments, then I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at that. Now let's spot some light rails. (751). Once again, there's another intersection red light because they probably need to register the desto, then change the tracks, then head in. Phase 1. terrible. Okay, so but this time they don't need to stop. Bro, what the hell? This time don't need to stop at that red light. Now we don't care about the faces here. And we got it. We got the E400 running on the MTR route out there. The E500 gaps. This one. That's the weird one. I think the only one, yeah? No. The couple of the phase ones with the beeping sounds inside is weird because usually it should be like that, but this one's that's the phase 2 sounds in phase 3.
This one.
Again, red light, freaking A. Phase 5, after all of the phase 1s. 705. I don't know which one is going to stop first. I think it's this guy going to stop. That's going to do turn because it's crossing over already. Is the anti-clockwise circular? Oh! Is the one that we took over. Like, it's really dumb because like there's actually red light at the front, but they still decided to close the door and just walk forward like a couple of steps instead of actually stopping until the light actually turns. You can go, then you go. Like, why?
Tin Shui Wai 循環線嘅兩卡列車會將於5分鐘後到達4號月台。A two-car route 70.
Here comes 706, phase 4. Now in the past. Now 705 before only uses phase 3 and phase 4, while 706 uses phase 1 and phase 2 before they're withdrawn. This is like the norm for like the entire time. But after the introduction of phase 5 and withdrawal of phase 2, basically they just messed up the stuff. So that's why it doesn't really have any more like fixed things anymore. So there goes this 706. And 761P dropping off, but this platform technically you can board because there are tag-on machines on this side. So that's why you can technically board here and then loop around and then just goes over. and it will turn all the way over.
A two-car route 705 Tin Shui Wai circular will arrive at platform 4 in 5 minutes.
Luoxin 751 往 they don't have this announcement here because it's terminating. Here it comes on the 751 service, phase 1 again. Up on the footbridge to see the terminated trains coming back out at the red light intersection. And 751, just from not in service, switch to 751. Empty train though. Unfortunately, because this is actually a not in service train, it is starting service at the real platform 1. People at platform 5 cannot take this train, they have to walk over. Changing the though midway. And change the not in service. Yep, driving into platform 3 for that guy, and we have 761P. That's why I said when trains terminate, they will use platform 3. This probably need to stop because the tracks need to change. Here we are overlooking the entire Tin Yat station, Tin Yat stop. We're gonna take a look at this 761P from the top, switching downwards. Okay! Yun Long Desto at the front, and then the back was earlier on still Tin Yat, and now it's Yun Long. That's so lame that they're withdrawing at phase 5. That's so stupid. And here we are. Before we end the video, we're going to take a loop around Tin Yat station on a 751. Hopefully it doesn't terminate, because you saw some 751s or whatever train earlier on terminated on the other side, so that's why. But we can board from here. Oh no, that's a 761P, sorry. Phase 5 coming for the 761P service. We'll take it and just make a loop around, because you can see actually Tin Hang is, I mean not Tin Hang, Tin Fu is just right there. So just do a journey from here, loop around, and we'll go to Tin Fu and we'll end the video. Here we are on the 761P service. And let's get on. Ah, it's not a trailer car. I kind of want a trailer car, but that's okay.
This is route 761P to Tin Yat. Please mind the doors. Tin Yat扶手. Please hold the handrail tightly. 下一站係天日，本班車將以該站為終點站，所有乘客請在該站落車。如需要回程的乘客，請再重新購買八達通卡或購買單程票。多謝你使用輕鐵服務。Next stop is Tin Yat. This train will terminate there. All passengers, please alight at this terminus. If you want to make a return journey, please revalidate your occupant's card or buy a new single ride ticket. Thank you for using the light rail services. Next stop is Tin Shui.